Happy holidays, everybody!
I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Rain and you're watching wowacoolusername.
Look at these cute lights my friend got me for Christmas. They're little bees. Aren't they adorable? I don't have tape right now, so I can't hang them up, so they're just gonna... Yeah, since it is the holidays, today's video is gonna be about holiday movies and what should be the criteria for a holiday movie. So, I was watching Home Alone with my family, and I've been thinking of this for a while now, and it's probably going to be a very, controversial kind of take, per se. It's definitely not something everybody agrees with, because even my boyfriend did not agree with me at all, and I had a pretty good argument with my friend about it too. I don't think Home Alone should count as a Christmas movie. I'll let that sink in. Yeah, it's not a Christmas movie to me. I have a specific set of criteria that counts for a Christmas movie, and first off, there are two categories. Number one, it's about the birth of Jesus Christ, so obviously it's about the first Christmas, so yeah, of course it's a Christmas movie, duh. There's no debate with that one. And the second one is it has to have some sort of centralized theme towards Christmas, and it can't happen at any other time. A prime example would be Die Hard, and I have seen the first Die Hard. I have not seen any of the other Die Hards, and I do not care to see Die Hard. Speaking of Die Hard, look at this thing I made with Photoshop. Awesome, right? Anyway, Die Hard, it's not a Christmas movie. You could take the situation that the main character is in, and you could put it in July, and they're having a 4th of July work party for some reason, and it would still be the same movie. It doesn't matter what time of the year the party is. It doesn't even have to be a party because it's a terrorist attack, and they're just going when the time is convenient, so they could have it when it's literally the middle of the workday and everybody's there anyways. It could happen any other time, and it's just circumstance that it happens around Christmas. What does this have to do with Home Alone, you may ask? Well, I think Home Alone just happens to fall around Christmas as well, and that's what makes it seem like a Christmas movie. It's labeled as a Christmas movie, and it was made and intended to be a Christmas movie, of course, but I feel like Christmas isn't the centralized plot. If this didn't happen around Christmas time, if for some reason the family was going on a vacation in the summer and they forgot their son, it would still be very similar because a lot of people go on vacation around the summertime. Another prime example, my friend argued,
well, how would the airlines be busy then? Because it's Christmas, it's nearly Christmas. Of course the airlines would be busy.
But I argue there's another busier day for airlines, and that's around Thanksgiving when people are trying to go see their family, and it's actually a lot busier than Christmas time. So if the McAllisters and company were going to go see their family and it happened to be a different holiday like Thanksgiving, it still would be very busy and probably a lot busier. And the phone lines, they got knocked down. So let's say hypothetically there was a power outage again. That happens any time of the year. Where I'm from, we get crazy tornadoes, and that happens from March to September, and we get tornadoes all the time, and they knock over the phone lines and the electric lines, and we don't have power for a bit. And sometimes just strong storms do that as well, or even just strong wind. And so basically, their power could still have been knocked out. It didn't have to do with the winter weather necessarily. And so yes, their lines could have been cut and they wouldn't have been able to wake up on time if it were a different season. First thing off, they forget their son. Cool. Hustle and bustle of trying to get out of the house. The other kid who shows up could still show up. These stuff don't happen because it's Christmas. And another thing that my friend argued was it's just circumstance that this happens around Christmas. His mom still rushed home to see him. She would still rush home to see him even if it wasn't Christmas. And airlines are notoriously busy, so it would of course still take her a while to go see him, because of course she's trying to get onto these flights at a short notice, and why would she get on instantly? Most people book their flights at least a week in advance, or maybe even further. I don't know, I've never booked a flight. But anyway, of course she's rushing home. She left her son at home. Nobody's answering because nobody else is around. Nobody else is around because, let's say if this is hypothetically Thanksgiving, they're all going to see their family as well. And let's just say everybody, since it was a rich neighborhood, they go out and they have the money to go see people people, because you can tell it's a rich neighborhood. And of course the robbers, they want to rob it, so of course it's a rich neighborhood. And so the robbers, they chose this neighborhood because it's rich and people are going out for the holidays. But it doesn't have to be Christmas, it could be Thanksgiving, because as we have established, Thanksgiving is a very busy holiday for airlines. Screen Rant agrees with me. Home Alone is not a Christmas movie because it's a circumstance that happens to happen around Christmas. Let's just take out the element of the holiday, okay, and say family went away for a vacation, and families in other houses also did the same thing. Like, it's just what everyone happened to have done. Let's just say hypothetically, it didn't have to have Christmas. If you wanted to make Christmas a centralized theme, then have him start not really liking Christmas, and now that his family is gone, he likes it or something. I don't know. I don't know how you could incorporate Christmas into this kind of story other than just the way it already is, which is kind of just, in the background, it just happens to be the time period. It's a very interesting thing. Home Alone 2, same vibe. I feel like it's the same movie basically, just different setting and different ways to hurt the robbers. Anyway, Harry and Marv, gay. Anyway, Home Alone 2, same premise as Home Alone 1, is what I'm trying to say. So it also circumstance that they happened around Christmas. And you'd think that if your kid got lost last time in the first movie, you would keep track of him, and if you need to keep a hold on him the entire time so that the same thing doesn't happen again. It's kind of your fault. Anyway, rant. Anyway, yeah, it's kind of a controversial take that Home Alone isn't a Christmas movie, but there are several people on the internet who agree with me as well, even if the people in my life don't, and that's okay, because I definitely only need validation from online strangers, not my boyfriend and my best friend. I have a list of movies that would 100% be considered Christmas movies. A Christmas Story is definitely a Christmas movie because the main plot concerns a need for a Christmas present, and that couldn't happen during any other time if it's a specific Christmas present he wanted. And you could argue,
well, if it could happen during any other time, it could be his birthday.
But he's specifically asking Santa for it, so he's hoping Santa will get it for me if my mom doesn't, The Santa Claus franchise, all three of them, and maybe even the new series that's coming out, I don't know, but it definitely is a Christmas movie because the main character, Scott Calvin or whatever his name is, he literally becomes Santa Claus, which is a Christmas theme and a central idea pertaining to Christmas, and it concerns his Santa duties, which concerns Christmas, because without him there wouldn't be Christmas. The Grinch, Christmas movie, main character hates Christmas and tries to take it, obviously, and wouldn't be able to happen any other day because you can't take Christmas away on any other day. Snow Buddies, it is a Christmas movie. I haven't seen this one in years, but my sister said, you should put this one in your video. Main themes. It has main themes about how Christmas isn't the same anymore and there's a need to fix it, and you can't really fix Christmas if it isn't happening yet. So Frosty the Snowman is a Christmas movie because according to the location, snow doesn't really happen during any other season, so it has to happen around Christmas, and it has Santa Claus literally bring Frosty back to life to make a little girl happy, and that really wouldn't happen if it wasn't wintertime, and it was also becoming closer to Christmas as well. So I'm a little iffy on whether or not Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is a Christmas movie, according to my criteria, because while yes, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is a Christmas character, it spans several years that are not always around Christmas, and the entire thing, well, it does have Christmas themes, such as Rudolph literally leads the sleigh to continue Christmas, but the main plot isn't he's in need of Christmas, it's about him standing out, and he wants to fit in, and eventually he does because he finally finds a purpose, even if that has to do with Christmas slightly. He could still find his purpose in any other way. Hermie could find his purpose being a dentist without it having to be Christmas. Oh, the lost toys? Actually, no. The lost toy plot can't happen without Christmas. That's just because their main purpose is they want to go find other kids to take care of them and be their friend, their owner or whatever, their toy. They want to be their toy. Essentially, that particular plot couldn't happen without Christmas because Santa literally takes them to go to their children. But anything to do with Rudolph and Hermie, that doesn't really have to do anything with Christmas. So it's kind of partially a Christmas movie, you know? You can still watch it around the Christmas season. This one, I'm also a little bit iffy on whether it's a Christmas movie, and it's Elf. I love Will Ferrell so much. He's a great actor. Well, it concerns a Christmas elf. Buddy could have tried to find his dad at literally another time. He just happened to hear about it during Christmas time. And there are Christmas themes, but there wouldn't be as many if it happened during a different time of the year. So let's say Buddy tries to find his dad in April. Obviously, he would be dressed as an elf, but he wouldn't have to, or the owner of the department store thinking he works there because he's dressed as an elf, he would just think he's insane. And he would still be able to visit his dad, but again, his dad would think he's insane, as he still does, but he would still, meet his dad. And it's kind of iffy on whether or not that's a Christmas movie because the criteria is so, I wouldn't say vague, but it's so specific that sometimes like an outlier can exist. So, what constitutes a Christmas movie? It occurs around Christmas and can't occur around any other time, so get out of here, Die Hard. It has Christmas themes, or Christmas is the central idea and it's the main point. It's not a background plot. It's not something that if you take it out, it doesn't change the movie. If you take Christmas out of the movie, it changes the movie. Or if your movie is just about like the birth of Jesus or the original Christmas story, that's different criteria as well, and I'm not going to get into that because that's a can of worms I'm not opening. So yeah, that's my controversial take. Home Alone is not a Christmas movie. Screen Rant agrees with me, so suck on that, friends. Anyway, hope you all have a happy holidays, and please stay safe. If you live in an area where it's snowy and you can drive carefully, please. I don't want any of you all to die. Like, subscribe, comment, etc. Bye!